Hi dear kids, hope you all are doing great. Yes, so now we are going to see your next lesson. So what is your next lesson? That is your fifth lesson, right? So till your fourth lesson, I think you wrote in your subject note and you are preparing for your online test, right? Yes. So now we will move on to your fifth lesson. So your fifth lesson is about safety first. So what is your fifth lesson topic name? Safety first, right? So now I am going to tell you a little small story, right, about Rohan. So who is Rohan? Rohan is a small boy and he is running around in his house. So suddenly he fall down and he bumped into the furniture and he fall down and he got some wound. So what happened to him? So this is called as accident, right? So what it is? Accident. So in this class we are going to see about the safety at home, safety at school, safety on the playground and in the swimming pool, and also we are going to see on the road, and lastly we are going to see about the first aid. What is first aid? So now I told you about accident. So what is this accident? So let us see. Accident is nothing but it's a accident. What is accident? So accident is a unexpected event. So ACCIDENT. So accident is a unexpected and unpleasant event. Unpleasant. So which is not good. So an accident is a unexpected and unpleasant event. So it's a event. It's an happening which happens, right? So unexpected and unpleasant event that cause injury. So usually you will get injury during the accident. So that cause injury, right? So this injuries, because of this injury we may get pain. So we may have pain and suffering. So because of this injury, so pain and suffering. So accident causes pain and suffering. So how this accident occurs? So now I told you about Rohan. He was careless and he running around his house and he bumped into the furniture and he fell down, right? So because of his carelessness, right? So usually the accident occur due to carelessness. So due to careless, when a person is very careless, so accident occurs. So how the accident occurs? Accident occurs due to carelessness, right? And also some people they will be in a hurry and they will be they wanted to go fast, right? So during that time accident occurs. So even when a person is in a hurry, so if a person is want to go fast, if a person want to reach before time, and if you wanted to go very fast, if you wanted to go first, so he may get any injury and there will be accident, right? So now we will see what are the safety measures that we should follow. But what is the safety measures, right? So accident, I already told you accident. So this accident occur with anyone, anywhere, on any time, right? We cannot, we have to be careful, but sometimes it may occur, right? And when we can avoid this accident by following some safety rules. Once we follow some safety rules, we can avoid this kind of accidents, right? So now we have to know what are the safety rules that we must follow. So we may be in many places, sometimes we may be at home, or sometimes we may be at playground, or sometimes at school. So we should know in each and every places. So we have to follow the safety rules in all the places, and now we are going to see in each places what are the safety rules that we must follow, right? So first we will see safety at home. So what are the safety rules that we must follow at home? So first thing, at home, what are the safety rules? First, as I said, Rohan was running, right? So we should not run in the house. So the first thing, we should not run. So, do not run in the house. So, you can write do not run in the house. So, we should not run in the house, right. So, do not run in the house, right. And then do not open doors for the strangers. So, do not open. So, this means that no, you should not, right. So, do not open doors, D-O-O-R-S. So, doors for strangers. So, strangers are the person that you don't know who they are, right. So, unknown person. So, do not open doors for strangers, S-T-R-A-N-G-E-R-S. So, do not open door for strangers, and do not accept any eatables or do not take any eatables from the strangers. So, do not take eatables, or not only eatables, or it can be a gifts or presents that attract you, right. So, do not take eatables or any gifts or presents from the stranger, from strangers. Then right, and then we should not take any medicines without the adult or doctor's advice. So, the next thing, when you are sick or when you are ill, do not take any medicines without the presence of an adult, right. So, do not take medicines, do not take medicines without the adult or doctor's advice, or you have to take in presence of adult. So, do not take medicines without adult presence. So, if the adult is there only, you have to take the medicine. So, right, and then always you have to use ladder or stool to reach high. So, which is very high. If you wanted to reach something high, you have to use ladder or stool. So, so the next thing is use ladder. So, ladder means yeni, they will say, right. So, ladder or stool, S-T-O-L-L, stool to reach high. So, what are the safety rules that you must follow at home? So, first thing, do not run in the house, do not run in the house, and then do not open doors for the strangers. So, never open the door for the unknown people, and do not take eatables from the strangers. So, do not accept any eatable or do not accept any presents or gifts from the unknown person, and do not take medicine without adult's presence. So, if the adult is there, you can take the medicine. If there is no adult or there is no parents, you should not take the medicines, and do not take medicine without the adult or doctor's advice. If your doctor advises you, then take your medicines, right. And then use ladder or stool to reach high. So, if you wanted to reach something, if you want to take something which is not reachable for you, you have to use the ladder or stool. Do not just jump on the cupboard or do not just climb on the cupboard and to take the things, right. So, always use ladder or stool to reach high. So, these are the safety rules that generally you must follow at home. So, now we are going to see what are the safety rules that we must follow in the kitchen. So, now we are going to see what are the safety rules that we must follow in the kitchen. So, in the kitchen, so there may be gas stoves, gas cylinders, and then there is fire also, right. So, what are the safety measures? First thing, we should not. So, it means that do not. So, do not try to light the gas stove. So, you will try to light the gas stove, right. So, without the adults present. So, do not light, so L-I-G-H-T, do not light gas stoves, gas stove. So, do not light try to light the gas stove without the presence of presence, presence of adult, right. So, this is the first rule that you must follow, and the next thing, you should not play with the fire, because you can see in the gas stove there will be fire, right. So, you should not play with the fire, or you should not play inside the kitchen, right. So, do not play. So, do not play in the kitchen, or with fire. So, do not play with fire, right. So, the next thing, do not use nylon clothes. So, nylon clothes, or it can be synthetic cloths. So, synthetic clothes, because these synthetic clothes like nylon, polyester, so they are man-made fibers and they catch fire easily. So, always use cotton clothes when you are in the kitchen. So, you should not wear the nylon cloths or synthetic cloths. So, do not use nylon cloths or synthetic cloths inside the kitchen, right. And the next thing, open all the doors and windows. Suppose in case of a gas leakage, so in case of gas leakage, so if you smell a gas smell, or if in the case of a gas leakage, first what measures that you have to take is, first you have to immediately open all the doors and windows. So, open all doors and windows. So, to let the gas go out of the kitchen, right. So, if you open all the doors and windows, the gas which is present inside the kitchen will go out. So, we can prevent a fire accident. So, this is the first thing that you have to follow. And the next thing, do not operate electrical switches or electrical appliances. Do not operate electrical appliances or strike a matchbox. So, do not strike a matchbox. So, we should not try to light the matchbox or fire during that time. When there is a gas leakage, immediately you have to open all the doors and windows, and you do not try to put the electrical switches or the appliances, and also do not try to strike the matchbox. You should not try to light the lighter also, right. So, these are the things that you must follow in the kitchen. So, what are the safety rules that you must follow in the kitchen? So, first thing, always what you have to do, do not try to light the gas stove without the presence adult. So, when the adult is there only, you can try to light out the gas stove, or you can ask the adult to light the gas stove, right. So, you do not take any you should not try to do all those things. And then do not play in the kitchen or with the fire. So, inside the kitchen you should not play, and do not play with the fire, and do not use nylon cloths like synthetic cloths, as nylon cloths and synthetic cloths catch fire easily. And if there is a gas leakage, immediately open all the doors and windows, and do not try to use the electrical appliances or strike a matchbox. So, these are the safety measures that you must follow in the kitchen, right. So, now we will see what are the safety rules that we must follow with the electrical appliances. So, now we will see what are the safety rules that we must follow in the bathroom. So, inside the bathroom usually the floor will be wet, right. So, to avoid any accidents, first we have to be very careful when we are going into the bathroom. So, first thing, you should be careful. So, first rule is you have to be careful, right. And next one, you always keep the bathroom floor dry. So, usually it will be wet, right. So, using a wiper you can clean it every time, so that you have to keep the bathroom floor dry. So, keep the bathroom floor dry always. So, keep the bathroom floor dry. So, always keep the floor dry, right. So, next thing, you must, when after you take bath, sometimes you may leave the soap or shampoo on the floor, right. So, if someone comes during that time, they may slip or they may fell down, right. So, to avoid those kind of accidents, so after you take bath, so immediately take the soap and shampoo and keep in the particular place. So, do not leave the shampoo or soap on the floor. So, do not leave soap and shampoo on the floor. So, these are the safety measures that you must follow in the kitchen bathroom, right. So, are you clear? Yes. So, now we will see the next one. So, when we are handling electrical appliances, so usually when we are handling electrical appliances, our hands should be dry. So, do not keep your hands wet. So, if we are handling any electrical appliances with wet hands, so we might get an electrical shock. So, always do not touch. So, it can be a electrical switch, wire or plugs, right. So, do not touch those things with wet hands. So, do not touch electrical appliances with wet hands. So, do not touch electrical appliances or electrical wires, plugs, switches with wet hands, because it may lead to electric shock, right. So, this is the safety rule that you must follow with the electrical appliances, right. So, next we will see, so what are the safety rules that we must follow at school. So, now we saw what are the safety rules that we must follow in the home, in the kitchen, in the bathroom and with the electrical appliances, right. So, now we will see what are the safety rules that we must follow at school. So, first thing, you should not, so as I already told you, it means that you should not push anybody on the stairs. So, do not push others. So, do not push others on stairs. So, suppose if you are going on the stairs, so do not push any other on the stairs, because they may trip and they fall down and they get hurt, right. So, do not push any other on the stairs. And the next thing, do not climb. So, you should not climb on the benches. So, do not climb on the benches. So, suppose if you want to go from this side to that side, so do not ever climb and go, right. So, you can come this side and you can walk and move, right, but do not ever try to climb on the bench, because sometimes you may slip and you may get hurt. So, do not climb on the benches. And the next thing, do not play with do not play with pointed objects. P-O-I-N-T-E-D, pointed objects. So, what are the pointed objects that we may use in the classroom? So, it can be a pen or pencil or compass. So, these are all the writing materials. This should be used to write, right? So, we should not use these things as playing materials. So, do not play with pointed objects like pen, pencil, compass. So, at school. So, these are the safety rules that you must follow at school, right? So, now we will see the next one. So, do not, first thing, what are the safety rules that we must follow on the playground? So, on the playground your friends may be playing, right? So, it may be on the swing, in the sand and all. So, do not ever try to fight with your friends. So, do not fight with others. So, first thing, do not fight with others. So, do not fight with others and always follow the game rules. So, suppose if you are playing a game, so always stick to the game rules, right. So, follow the game rules. So, if you are playing a game, so follow the game rules, right, and then do not play rough games, right. So, do not try to play any rough games. What are the rough games? So, rough games, it can be like pushing each other, right. So, these are all the rough games. So, do not play rough games, right. So, these are all the safety rules, and also do not try to push any other on the swing. So, on the swing you should not push anybody, right. So, do not push any other on the swing. So, these are all the safety rules that you must follow on the playground, right. So, next we will see what are the safety rules that we must follow in the swimming pool. So, in the swimming pool, if you know to swim only, you have to go into the swimming pool, right, and if there is a adult is present, then only you have to swim. So, and also you should not push or pull anybody near to the pool. So, you should do not push or pull. So, anybody, do not push or pull anybody near to the pool, and then always swim with the adult. So, with an adult present. So, if an adult is present or if a coach is present, then only you have to swim. If you do not know the swimming, do not ever dive into the swimming pool, right. So, adult presence. And do not ever try to jump into the swimming pool, right, and do not play near to the swimming pool. So, these are all the safety rules that you must follow in the swimming pool, right. So, now we saw in this class, we saw what are the safety rules that we must follow at home. So, at school you have, when you are going downwards or when you are coming upwards, you can see some slide, right, that is called as banister. So, do not ever try to lean down on the banister and go down or slide down through the banister. So, banister is the support that you used to keep near to the stairs, right. So, that is called as banister. So, these are all the safety rules that you must follow to make sure that not to get any injuries or to avoid accidents, right. So, follow all this and you can be safe from any accidents, right. So, hope I will meet you with the next part. So, thank you children, have a good day.